Hey there, I'm Critsy and welcome to my second ever Let's Play. I'm finally over the gross flu that I had, and I feel like I'm finally ready to start recording again, much to your dismay. And today I'm playing Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. But you can only see dark days. This is yet another roguelike, which not a lot of people are fans of, but I am, and this is about having fun, not what you feel. So there. Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead is a game about zombies and surviving them. At first it's unlike any other zombie game. You know, you're actually afraid of the zombies and you actually want to avoid them, but you mature, it becomes sort of a generic kill all the zombies game, and then you have bigger things to be afraid of, and we'll get into that once we encounter them, assuming I live that long. This is another game that is highly influenced by the random number gods, so I may just record this episode, or I may have 5 seasons to give you. Anyway, to get started, this is the character creation screen, where we will be creating a character. There are all these different origin things here, like being a mall cop and being trapped in a research lab, right there, and being a cancer patient in a hospital or something. I, however, personally enjoy the really bad day starting scenario where you start drunk to the point of incapacitation, depressed, infected, surrounded by fire, naked, and sick with the flu, because that's the kind of game I like to play. And I tend to avoid zombies and fight them intelligently, not with brute force, so I'm going to kick my strength down real low and really hike up my intelligence up to 18, which I think is the highest required intelligence for pretty much any intelligence related activity you want to do. And I'm going to I'm going to stay just really smart and really weak. Anyway, so now here's the mutations, and there are a lot of them. Here's the good side, and here's the bad side. The bad side gives you points, the good side takes away. I currently have 12 points, so if I wanted to, I could just get a bunch of good mutations and leave it at that, but I'm going to want skills too later, so I can't just give myself good things. So I'm done picking my traits, and for now I've decided to go with fleet-footed, because running fast is a very good survival trait. Light step, because walking slow is a very good survival trait. Night vision, because seeing good is a very good survival trait. Parkour expert, because jumping good is a very good survival trait. And robust genetics, because turning into a hideous freak of nature is not a very good survival trait. But as for my bad traits, I in fact have more bad traits than good traits. This is to give me more points, because these actually play a very small role in my future play, because A, for addictive personality, I don't actually do drugs that often. B, for lightweight, same as reason A. And trigger happy, I actually tend to use things like rifles and crossbows, which don't have an automatic function, so they only fire once, so I don't have to worry about firing 10 times when I had to kill a squirrel. And truth teller, because I'm probably not going to talk to anybody, ever. So it doesn't matter if I don't like lying. And that's pretty much it. Oh, I forgot flimsy, because I'm a weak little nerd, and it just makes sense. Also, it gives me 4 points, and that brought me up to 12. And my HP is 25% lower because of this trait, and I can deal with that. And because of the really bad day scenario, I can only choose tweaker or shower victim. And because I'm a lightweight and have an addictive personality, I don't think a tweaker is a very good option. So I'm going with shower victim. And these are my skills. There are quite a few of them, but not nearly as many skills as there are mutations. And surprise, surprise, I'm actually not going to pick any combat skills for now. I'm going to pick computers. I'm going to hike that up to 4. And electronics, 3. First aid, 2. Mechanics, 5. And what was the last one I wanted? Oh yeah, driving and fabrication. So, pretty good with a computer, know how to drive, can make a few fancy little gadgets, know how to hammer a couple nails onto a 2x4, have the basics of like CPR and adding bandages, and I'm pretty good with an engine. So that is completely not like me in real life. So I've officially gone off the point where I'm simulating myself. And of course, the final steps, Critsy there. Yeah. Immersion. And just to make things safe in case this ends up dying within 5 minutes, LP is the name of this template. And yes, I am sure I'm finished. Now, this again does not have any graphics. I personally feel like it's a little more graphical than Dwarf Fortress, but it does not have the benefit of background tiles like Dwarf Fortress, because they use the background tiles for things like this, which is showing us that there are items on that tile. I have been playing for a pretty long time, so I know what everything is in here, but a lot of viewers may not unless they are also a Cataclysm enthusiast. This I'm standing in front of, this is me by the way, is a refrigerator, this is a sink, and this is a stove, and that is a counter. You can tell this is a stove and not a counter because it is gray and it has stuff inside of it. This is a refrigerator. Refrigerators all have the same tile, as do lockers, and you can tell it's a refrigerator because it's teal instead of gray, implying it is made of glass and not metal. And that's a sink because plumbing objects all look the same, including gas station pumps. And gonna go over here by the table and go back to the fridge because I forgot to look in there. There's soda and a frying pan and a teapot, waffle iron. Ammonia smells bad, so I'm not taking that. I'm actually going to remove my only clothing, which is a wet towel, and drop my soap, because those are doing nothing but slowing me down. I don't know where I was keeping that soap, because... oh, I didn't drop it. There we go. Because it was not in my hands. So that's a little scary. Oh, there's the fire. Right there. That 4 is a small fire. It's the very beginning of the fire. I see a pair of flip-flops and a motorcycle helmet. I'm going to take the motorcycle helmet. Yes, put it on. And run over here and take these flip-flops and put them on, because flip-flops, although they are very inconvenient, especially in an apocalypse situation, they are much better than going barefoot, because my character is not used to going barefoot, even though I in real life am. I'm going to try to run over here before this smoke catches up with the window, open the curtains, and roll out the window. There are a lot of zombies out here because I live in the middle of town, but luckily there are no dogs, which is what I really worry about. Because dogs are fast and they do not relent. So there are currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 zombies that I can see. and they can all see me. Most of them are fat with decay, or just plain decayed. I guess they're more decayed than the fat ones. And that one's a child. The child may prove difficult because I am wearing flip-flops and children can run very fast. Actually, how much does the flip-flops encumber me? Quite a lot. Running costs plus 10 movement points. I think that's less of a penalty than going barefoot, so I was correct. So I just have to make a little escape plan here and look at what I know of the town, which is depressingly little. I guess I didn't leave my house very much. Houses. This is the map, by the way, in case that wasn't obvious. The V's and less than or greater than, those all are buildings, and their orientation is, the cat just opened the door. Go away, fish. I'm recording. Go! Anyway, their orientation is important in that it signifies which direction the building itself is facing, which is important to know which door to use, because the front ones are usually unlocked. Anyway, so I'm going to run this way, because this way is the direction that the edge of town is. It's currently snowing. I'm buck naked, wearing a motorcycle helmet, and flip-flops. If only I had some socks, too. I'm gonna try to see if this house is unlocked, which it most likely isn't, so I'll probably end up breaking the window, and just vault right over the fence because I'm good at vaulting, and the door is unlocked, so I'm going to spend a couple turns. Oh, I'm so weak right now that I can't even break a window. So I'm just gonna run. There's sand on the ground there. Oh my, there's a bloody mess over here. See these red thing? Oh. There's a kraken. Now, I'm not very familiar with krakens, but I'm pretty sure they're badasses. A bizarre humanoid creature with a calculating stare. Its twitching hands move so fast they appear to be nothing but blurs. Yes, krakens are badasses. So I'm gonna run and hope the kraken didn't see me. Good. Oh, and my game finally stopped lagging. Good. Now, I've successfully escaped town. However, there's still the matter that I am currently suffering from an infected wound on my torso. Luckily, it is not a zombie wound, but still it will kill me if I don't get it taken care of soon. Unfortunately, I did not spawn with neither a knife or a lighter, so I have nothing to cauterize it or cut it out. So there's a cave over here. I could probably get shelter from the bitter cold. However, there is most likely some kind of beast in there, like a bear or a cougar. Oh hey, I think this is a berry field. And I can't pick the berries because it is currently spring and strawberries ripen in the summer. Oh, I'm coughing because I have the flu, and people with the flu cough. I should know. And these little X's here are supposed to be boxes. If you have a good enough imagination, you can see that. But I'm going to try to bust this box open with a rock. Oh no, I've been here trying to break open the box for so long that I'm starting to get frostbite. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that my character is so weak that he can't even break a stick with a rock. And the rock is too heavy to throw. Wait, I wasn't even hitting it with the rock. I was trying to break it with my bare hands. Well, I tried for a while with the rock itself and made no progress whatsoever. The only thing I managed to do was continue to die of frostbite. The ambulance battery dies? What? I guess there was an ambulance coming off after me somewhere, but those poor souls didn't know what was coming for them. So I have successfully wandered into a large open field. There's nothing out here but that one cave and a couple strawberry bushes. These F's on the ground that I'm passing by, they're flowers. Oh crap, I walked into a moose. Oh, there's mooses here. Shit. Mooses are bad. Oh, is this a forest? There's a coyote out here though. And that coyote probably knows I'm weak. This is a pretty risky venture I'm about to pull, but forests, I think, are slightly warmer because there's no wind chill. And the plums become fresh in the summer, and apples ripen in the autumn. Great. So there's no food out here. There's underbrush, but my character doesn't know what he's doing with a bush. So, yes, wield the stick. And I'm going to take this rock with me. Don't know where I'm storing it. Again, don't ask. Because it is not, as you can see here, in my hands. Nor am I wearing it. It's somewhere. And considering I have 0 volume, it is not on my clothing either. I'll just let you do with that what you will. As of this moment, I have been recording for about 22 minutes, not counting the moment where I paused it. And you are most likely only going to see half of what I've recorded so far, because a lot of it was just utter silence and me picking out my talents early on and such. And this is a pretty deep forest. I can only hope that there's a gas station with a corpse inside of it or something. On the other side. Maybe I'll be lucky and run into an uninhabited cabin. By the way, in case you haven't thought of this already, I would suggest that you go and find some music to put on while I'm playing this, because unless you like the sounds of clicker-clacking of my keyboard, it's going to be a very unstimulating experience for your ears. Unless my voice is pleasant to you for some reason. I see a groundhog. I saw something else pop up. Oh, a cougar. Where's the cougar? Okay, the cougar's way over there. I'm going to start going due east-southeast. You'll find that I've been playing this long enough that I sometimes forget that other people have not. And so I don't comment on a lot of things that may be confusing, like these yellow trees. They're tannin trees, and that's a possum. I see a possum over there. It's the white pea over in the right if you can spot it. Anyway, they're tannin trees, which I can use to make leather if I was a survivalist, but the only surviving I've been doing is dying of frostbite wandering through a forest. Oh, I see a cat, too, and a dog. I might start picking pine trees and eating their pine cones if I get hungry enough. Ooh, a mushroom. Oh no, acorns. Unfortunately, I can't eat acorns, and I don't know enough to make any kind of acorn soup or anything. Fun fact, acorns are actually edible, just not raw, like a lot of seeds. Another fun fact, pine cones have seeds in them. The pine cone itself is not the seed, and the seeds are actually quite tasty. It's just it takes a very long time to get them out, and so you don't really see them in any supermarkets. Oh, a bear. Dandy. And a wolf spider. Wait, I think that's just a tiny wolf spider. That is literally a wolf spider, not a giant wolf spider. Good. And that bear is over there, so I'm going to start going west. Just straight west. Avoiding some obstacles occasionally. This would be a pain for any other character because they don't know how to, you know, avoid running into trees. Luckily I picked a parkour expert. My torso is starting to hurt quite a lot. It's probably itchy too. But for now oh! A moose! Oh, the moose killed me. And that is why I'm afraid of mooses. That was the death of this character. Alas, poor Critsy Bear. His final moments met with a moose's hoof.